A star from WWE is getting ready for a rare independent appearance. Find out where Apollo Crews is going to be this weekend. And there are new champions all over the place. We give you the rundown of some of the biggest shows from the weekend. I'm Brian Zane. In association with Powerbomb.tv and Suplex, it's time for This Week in Independent Wrestling. Well, this week, AAW fans are celebrating a new world champion as ACH beat Rey Fenix in the main event of the Chaos Theory event this past weekend in LaSalle, Illinois. The show also saw Ace Romero win a scramble, earning his way onto the AAW roster. Sami Callihan beat Matt Riddle, and Penta El Zero M defeated Eddie Kingston. And speaking of the Lucha Brothers, they shocked the Defy Wrestling faithful in Seattle on Friday as the surprise opponents of the American Guns duo of Mike Santiago and Ethan HD. This took place during Defy's one-year anniversary show, which also saw Joey Janela defeat Randy Myers, Brody King beat ACH, and Shane Strickland defeated Matt Sydal to retain the Defy Championship. IWA Mid-South held their first ever live streaming event on Powerbomb.tv this past Thursday. The show, which is called We Are IWA, saw Trey Miguel win a scramble match to become the new #1 contender to the IWA Mid-South Championship, and Mance Warner beat Jake Christ and Aaron Williams to become the IWA Mid-South Champion for the second time. Full Impact Pro's Everything Burns event took place this past Friday in Heber City, Florida. The show saw John Davis defend his Florida Heritage title against Darby Allin. Austin Theory retained his FIP Heavyweight Championship over Martin Stone, and the end of Odinson and Perro beat the Hooligans to become the new FIP Tag Team Champions. Over the Top Wrestling in Ireland had a massive weekend with huge shows in Dublin and Belfast on the 3rd and the 4th. Saturday's event saw Zack Sabre Jr. beat Travis Banks, Keith Lee beat Mike Bailey, and Jordan Devlin successfully defend the OTT No Limits title against Timothy Thatcher. On Sunday in Belfast, Mark Haskins beat Chuck Taylor, Keith Lee beat Timothy Thatcher, and Charlie Sterling and Zach Gibson defended the OTT tag titles against the Kings of the North. Looking ahead to this weekend, Combat Zone Wrestling is preparing for a huge milestone as their 19th anniversary approaches. Their next show, which is simply titled 19, takes place at the Colossal Sports Academy in Voorhees, New Jersey this Saturday. The main event will be a 6-man tag team match pitting CZW World Champion Ricky Shane Page and the Lucha Brothers against Sami Callihan and the Christs, also known as OI4K. Also on the card, Wired Champion MJF takes on Alex Colon, Joey Janela versus Brandon Kirk, a battle royal to determine the #1 contender for the world title, and an ultra-violent dog collar match between Ace Romero and Greg Excellent. The Scenic City Rumble takes place this Saturday in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. The show will feature a 30-man over-the-top Royal Rumble-style main event where the winner will be the first official entrant into the 4th annual Scenic City Invitational this August and get to pick his first-round opponent for the tournament. The undercard of the event will see Gunnar Miller take on Matt Lynch, Kurt Stallion wrestle Billy Buck, and former WWE Tag Team Champion Joey Mercury versus Kyle Matthews. Black Label Pro is back in Crown Point, Indiana this Saturday night for Slamilton. The lineup includes Darby Allin versus Teddy Hart, Delilah Doom versus Alley Cat, Anthony Henry versus AJ Gray, and Tommy Dreamer versus Everett Connors. MLW's tournament to crown a new champion kicks off this Thursday in Orlando. The tournament will take place over the course of several shows. Thursday's first-round matches will be MVP versus Filthy Tom Lawler, Matt Riddle versus Jeff Cobb, Brody King versus Shane Strickland, and Jimmy Havoc versus Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Freelance Wrestling is back in action in Chicago live this Friday night on Powerbomb.tv. Anthony Henry takes on Stevie Fierce in the show, and the main event will see a 4-way match to determine the next #1 contender for the Freelance title between Ethan Page, Space Monkey, Darren Corbin, and Isaiah Velasquez. In the UK, PCW will also be streaming on Powerbomb.tv this weekend. The Road to Glory tournament will take place on the event and see Matt Riddle versus Zack Sabre Jr., Adam Brooks versus Dean Allmark, Moose versus Rampage Brown, and WWE star Apollo Crews versus Houston Reese in first-round action. And if you want to subscribe to Powerbomb.tv, use the promo code BRIANSENTME and get your first 20 days free. Got a tip regarding any news, upcoming shows, and results? Send them our way via direct message at facebook.com/independent wrestling. For Powerbomb.tv and Suplex, I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.